The God War.
God War was what they called it in 1,000 languages and tongues. The Elfer had their own terms as well, and all knew that a great reckoning had come in the opening volleys when humanity dragged the first Elfer emperors from their thrones and slew them. Legions marched, humans against Elfer, millions and billions on each side. Some humans aided their Elfer masters. Some tales tell of some individual Elfer aiding humanity. Though whether out of a genuine sign that even the Elfer could find redemption or a simple desire to revenge some petty slight from their comrades is long forgotten. While the Elfer were mighty, they were few. At first, hundreds of thousands of Elfer brought extremely powerful magics down upon humanity to slay millions. But humanity was as the mayflies, and their numbers were beyond count. Not only this, but the Elfer had never expected simple men and women to learn to wield magic as they did. For while humans still held no candle to the light of the Elfer's power, they still learned the Elfer's methods and proved themselves deadly in their own way. Many an amazed and horrified Elfer magi saw that while they were the match for any human, 100 human magi together could easily block and counter their spells with ones of their own, and soon the Elfer faltered. While the war desolated entire continents and the two sides traded millions of lives in each skirmish, both sides proved equally capable of devastation, and only one proved able to sustain such losses and survive. While nearly all of humanity would die warring with their masters, slowly the second children of Ersinon dwindled and died away. While devastation racked all of Eris, so few Elfer survived that even finding them to hunt became a long and arduous process for specialists to perform. The war had lasted an untellable amount of time. Years? Decades? Centuries or millennia. By the end, nearly all the world was in ruins, every major city depopulated or crumbled to the ground, entire oceans and land masses rearranged from magics. Cities had sunk to the sea, or raised above the world to keep them away from the battle. Almost all had died, but humanity still had one last being to fear. They did not know what Ersinon would do. How could they? Would their creator be furious and angered at the attack against their creations? Would they agree with humanity, but decide they could not allow them to control themselves? Would Ersinon decide to restart the world anew and begin again? Or would they simply return the Elfer to life and allow history to repeat? Perhaps they would even decide the Elfer had deserved their fate, or that humanity had proven themselves to be greater than they had ever hoped. But Ersinon was supreme. They had the power to end all human existence with nothing besides a thought. They could simply rewrite time and ensure humanity had never existed, or bring all back to the moment of the rebellion's beginning. Those few surviving humans were desperate, scared, horrified. There was great argument and discussion, possibly even civil war, but their decision became final. Some would say humanity stole the spell they cast from the Elfer, and other tales a rogue Elfer had gifted it. Maybe the ritual was even simply one of humanity's own creation. No matter its origin, they prepared its casting. Thousands of surviving magi, using the blood and souls of untold millions and billions of fallen men and Elfer to power their spell, fired a ray of pure light into the heavens. Some say this tore through the sky itself and destroyed the stars there, resulting in a great void without light that humans could observe for eons after. What the spell did is impossible to say. Had humanity discovered how to strike into the realm of the gods? Had they attacked Ersinon's mortal form and cut them off from the world? Or perhaps their spell was far more esoteric and had simply brought their reality into Ersinon's, introducing time, entropy, and the inevitability of death to a universe that had yet to experience such things. Perhaps by doing so, they had brought forth the end of all existence, the slow death of all gods, and all forces and rules and time and existence itself, and Ersinon was simply the first to face the end they had never understood the inevitability of. No matter what the spell did, no matter where it came from, Ersinon slowly looked back to the world and saw their children at war. Before they could even blink, in their moment of realizing what humanity had done, the spell struck. They had killed Ersinon. Humanity had destroyed its own god. Could they truly kill a god? Had they simply killed their mortal reflection and cut off their ability to interact with Eris? Were they truly dead, or merely comatose? Could death and destruction ever apply no matter what laws they forced upon Ersinon? Who can say, but Ersinon would never speak to humanity again. No matter how, they had destroyed their creator, and reality answered,